Hello fellow simmers and welcome to my first Train Sim World 2 video. Today we're going to be talking about the Rivet Games Isle of Wight route add-on for the game. Now basically, as you know, I haven't yet purchased Train Sim World 2. I still haven't got it just yet. Now obviously there is reasons for that, and I'll delve into that. Anyway, this is Samuel Beeman of BLS speaking, and yeah, enjoy this video. Anyway, we're looking at obviously screenshots of the Isle of Wight route by Rivet Games, and I must admit I am impressed with the overall look. I think that they've captured the 483 at 1938 stock perfectly well. It's got all the nice wooden interiors. You can see like the the wooden planks around the windows, the window edges and the window frames. And the overall model does look pretty damn accurate, and it's nice to see another rendition of this locomotive in a newer sim, because originally it came out years ago now. It was for Rail Simulator around about 2007, 2008 by Just Trains for Rail Simulator. Then it got exported over to Railworks, Train Simulator 2021 as it were. But anyhow, now it is in Train Sim World 2, and basically, obviously, as I say, the reason I haven't got Train Sim World 2 yet is purely because of the lack of content, I suppose you could say. And I suppose you could say it's more of a tube simulator at the minute, because all we have really, British Railways wise, is the Bakerloo line and what is coming up with the Isle of Wight. We have got some of the preserved collection coming over, which is great to see. I believe they've added the Tees Valley route to Train Sim World's compatibility, and the East Coast Way. But they still haven't got West Somerset, and they still haven't got Northern Transpennine, and those are the two routes that are probably the most popular ones out of the Train Sim World range. But I digress. They're starting to bring them in, but it's taking its time. But continuing to talk about, locomotives and it just, having tube stock. And to be honest, this is I hope Rivet Games are watching this, because I hope they get, they sort of think, really. So recently, I think it was yesterday, on the 12th of October, they put a video up of looking round the 483, as seen here. It looks very nice. The depot is a bit bright. There's not really any shadows in there. The lighting does look a bit, you know what I mean? And when walking in the depot, you can quite clearly hear that it has a grass sound walking through what is supposed to be a sort of concrete sort of, floor, as it were, which is a bit of a shame. But the overall model looks brilliant, and they've done a nice job on it. It does look a bit clean, I must say. The livery application's very nice, but it looks very, very clean. It could use with a bit of weathering here and there around the exterior of the model. The interior's okay as well. I mean, the cab's got some form of wornness to it, but it's not quite there yet. I think it just could use with a bit of, doing up, as it were. But in a way, I'm going to say this: Rivet Games have missed out on an opportunity. And I'm sorry, guys, but I am going to say it. They have missed out on a massive opportunity, because they have not included the Isle of Wight Steam Railway. And, we had this in the Railworks version. We had an 040 saddle tank Invincible coming with it, and the whole section from Smallbrook Junction down to Wootton. It would have been nice to see this in Train Sim World 2 as well, in the route. I can kind of understand that maybe it's due to the fact that they can't get any steam locomotives into the game just yet, and they haven't quite cracked that. But they're forgetting that the Isle of Wight does have Class 03 shunters, and also there has been a history for the Isle of Wight to have a visiting locomotive or two, and I'm referring to the Class 33, which visited for one of their diesel galas, 33202 Dennis G. Robson, which, to be honest, they could have added in. And, you know, I mean, there has been a 33 in Train Sim World before. There's no reason why the Slim Jim design 332 couldn't be added in, you know, as well. Just to add the Isle of Wight Steam Railway, because, you know, 8 miles for 25 quid, it's a bit much, you know what I mean? I mean, yes, the quality looks great, and I don't know how it will drive, how the locomotive will work, etc. But it would have been nice to have the Isle of Wight Steam Railway there, and I think Rivet Games have really missed out on that opportunity, because, you know, it would have been nice to act as a passenger and go from, like, say, Shanklin or from Ryde Pierhead to Smallbrook Junction, get off the train and then head over to the steam railway, you know, and then you have 2 railways, 2 different forms of traction. You'll have the electric mainline locomotives, and then you'll have the heritage stuff, and the mixture of both of them in one route would have been fantastic, and it would have been exciting. It would have made it really interesting and exciting to use. And I do think that they have missed out big style, and I'm hoping that they might do an extension or something like that where they will add the steam railway in. But I just think it would have been nice to be able to see it. And also, if you look inside the 483, when they did a walk around, it has a cameo of the Isle of Wight Steam Railway on one of the posters inside the interior. And you think to yourself, so they've got the advertisement, they've got the cameo, but why isn't it in the route? I mean, come on, guys. I mean, why leave it out? I mean, I guess I can understand, you know, development time and stuff like that, and it all takes time and that, but it would have been brilliant to see it. And that means that the route as well could be aimed at anybody. So you get, you know, because obviously you get these younger generation nowadays who are more interested in the modern stuff, which, to be perfectly honest with you, isn't. I mean, it's not really my cup of tea. I'm okay with modern stuff, but it's not my cup of tea. I'm more for steam and diesel locomotives. And quite a lot of people are more for steam and diesel trains. And it would have been nice to have them in, because then you've got a little bit something for everybody. You know what I mean? You've got the electric trains, and then you've got the steam and diesel locomotives on the Isle of Wight Steam Railway. And it would have been something nice to see. So that's my thoughts on the Isle of Wight DLC by Rivet Games coming for Train Sim World 2. I am looking into getting Train Sim World 2 soon. I will eventually get it. Like I say, I think as soon as the West Somerset Railway is announced that it will work with Train Sim World 2, I think that's more likely when I will buy Train Sim World 2, because then I have a little bit more for me, you know what I mean? Something, because I don't really want to pay 25 odd quid or however much Train Sim World 2 is for the game that I'm not going to necessarily be playing much. I want there to be something for me to play regularly before I buy it, because, you know, don't forget that I'm not just doing reviews on it. I'm also playing it in my own time as well, you know, and I want something for me in there, so that's when I'll get it. Yeah, I am tempted with the Isle of Wight that's come in, but as I say, I just think that they've missed out with that opportunity. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I know it's been a short one, but that's basically my thoughts on the Rivet Games Isle of Wight DLC, coming out on the 15th of October, I believe. It's coming out this Thursday, so what day is that? Let's have a look. Yeah, 15th of October, so it's coming out in 2 days' time. It'll be interesting to see people's reviews on it. I'll have a look and perhaps get it for myself someday. Anyway, guys, it's been Samuel Beeman of BLS. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.